All right, 24 episodes in, and we are finally finding our groove. Us with this podcast, but more importantly, the Connecticut Sun and the game of basketball. We got 2 wins to talk about. We are 4 for our last 5. Earlier in this season, Joe, did you think it was possible? And before you answer that, how was your day?
Hey everybody. Day was good, busy, long. Been a long week. Looking forward to Labor Day weekend. I'm sure a lot of hot dogs and cheeseburgers in my future. So, one more day of work to get through till that. Did I see us where we are before the season? Was that your question?
Yeah. Did you see us at any point when we were down and out that we were going to get it together and win 4 or 5?
Yeah, I mean, we literally talked about it.
It's not that that's what we had, but even if we had like an easy schedule, it looked like we were never going to win back-to-back games.
We talked about it. It was just like a different vibe from when Leila Lacan showed up, right? Like we were hoping it was sooner. I mean, you can only imagine what the season could have been if she was here for the full season. But yeah, I mean, we talked about it. The team has been competitive since the All-Star break. You know, it was just needed something to go our way, and fortunately, over the last 2 weeks here, the ball started breaking in our direction.
Yeah, we've talked about it with the CBA coming up. It's us in Washington, and everyone else might have to struggle to re-sign their entire team. It's the rookies, the second years. It's everyone not on their rookie contract is going to be a free agent. So
yeah,
if your team's not young, you're screwed.
99% of the league, like it's wild to think about.
And we don't have technically one of the youngest teams because of Tina and a few other players, but we have one of the youngest cores. And Leila joined our team. I just want to talk about Leila. If you have any other thing you want to say before that?
No, go for it.
All right. So she joined our team on the 6th of July. Yeah, July. And she played all throughout August. She didn't miss any time, I don't believe, even with this eye injury. When she first got here, we went 1 2 3 4 5. We went 2 and 6 the first month she was here. We had the Golden State blowout win where we had spurts where that was a spurt of looking excellent. We beat Seattle, which was huge at the time. We also got blown out by Seattle. And then the next month we go 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So we're almost back at 500 this month. And all of our wins coming in the second half of the month. So Leila,
with a couple games that we could have won as well.
Yeah, and she's clearly getting more and more minutes as this win streak has happened. She hit 30 minutes twice early. It was once in that blowout loss against Seattle, and then the next game she hit 31 minutes in a loss against the Sparks. But she didn't hit 30 minutes again until that bad Golden State loss. And then after that we won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 7 of her getting pretty much 30 minutes every game except the one she got her eye injury, which is the one we're going to talk about. So Leila has really been the spark. It's not just her. She's unlocked things and the way the whole team can play. Marina is playing a lot better where she cuts to the ball or cuts to the hoop, and gets buckets from 2 inches from the rim. Things you'd think like a Tina or a Liv would be doing, but Marina has changed her game. Honestly, I think once Leila got here, and not just her, but I think mainly her.
Well, we talked about it. We were playing with pseudo point guards on the floor between Marina and Bria, Sanaya. Like we weren't playing Lindsay Allen, 20 minutes a game. We weren't. Who did we cut? We cut somebody who was a point guard who we liked. No,
we cut Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown was a 2. No, we didn't cut anybody. It was just literally we didn't have a pure point guard on the roster.
Yeah, we got rid of JC
We got rid of JC, who was also a combo guard. So, like, I think having the pure point guard on the roster and a playmaking point guard at that, like, she's able to get inside with a burst of speed, the defense reacts, and she's already, looking for a bounce pass at the rim, or if the defense sinks in, she's looking for the corner three, whoever's out there. So, like, Sanaya Rivers is getting warm-up jumpers because of the space that Leila is creating on her drives. So, yeah, I mean, it's just she's been so impactful. Obviously, I've been excited about watching her come over here since the start of the season and we started the podcast. It's just she has, all-star potential written all over her.
Yeah, we think big things of her future. So we got to grab her jersey and try to.
You gonna wear the 47?
She's gonna be a star. Yeah, I don't care what number it is. It's the name on the back. It's the name on the front and the name on the back. I mean, do you think she's gonna change her number, or do you think she's 47 for a reason? It's not like we're the Yankees and have every number retired.
I wonder if there's a reason behind it.
Let's see what her France number was.
It's probably single digits or a low number.
42. I see her in France jersey in 42, and Anger's jersey at 32.
Interesting. Yeah, I wonder what the story behind 47 is.
Yeah, 32 and 42, I see. I see a 12. Yeah, mostly 42, though.
It's a question when we get her on the pod one day.
Yeah, I wish. She had the best interview post game. I only saw a clip on Threads, but where she was making jokes with Anissa. She was cracking Anissa up. So it's good to see personality out of Lacan, even with a battered eye. Which is crazy. It didn't even look like. I rewatched it. It didn't even look that crazy. And then that thing just swells up.
Instantly, just got hit right. But
yeah, we don't also have any 40s on the team besides her. Just making sure we don't have any retired numbers that are 42. No, 10, 20. All right. You ready to talk about some basketball games?
Let's talk about some games.
All right. The first game was against the Sky, and we are previewing another one against them. This one was I didn't watch it live. I watched it as I was fast forwarding through it, so I didn't get the full vibe. But it felt like a fun game. It was a wall-to-wall victory for the Sun, only one. But like in true Sun fashion, we made it close at the end, or we let them make it close at the end. But it all starts with the starters. It was Leila, Bria, Marina, Anissa, and Tina. A matchup to watch for this one is Angel Reese on Anissa Morrow, college teammates, both physical power forward players. I don't know. Reese kind of plays center, but she's also mainly a power forward. I feel like if she was on the right team or had the right surroundings. But they were guarding each other. So Mabry got the first 5 points of the game and the first 7 for the Sun. Morrow did have a nice block on Reese in the beginning, but not too much more note on the matchup throughout. Reese gets the best of her a decent amount of times, but nothing crazy. Cardoso was forced to shoot a 3, but drilled it at the shot clock expired, but her fingertips were on the ball right as it expired. Just bad luck for her. She hit a kind of crazy shot for her. But Mabry hits a 3, and we have a 10 points in the first 5.5 minutes. One of those games for Marina. Bria with a veteran pump fake to get an and one on a layup to go up 11. Rivers hit a 3 to go up 14, and the Sky take a timeout with 2:23 left in the first. Everything's rolling right now for the Sun. They did get a technical, though, off the timeout for having 6 players on the court. I don't think I have ever seen that in basketball in my life. I thought Bria had said something to the ref. I was like, "Oh my god!" She literally yelled at the ref like when nothing was happening because she was just there, and the ref. And then I saw the ref counting. I was like, "Did we just get a too many women on the court penalty? Like that's a hockey penalty."
Yeah, miscommunication. That's what it is. That's right down the line with everybody of, players to coaches to assistants to players to
Even
whatever.
if even if it's miscommunication, if you're the 6th person walking on, you got to really be like, "Well, that's too many people."
You're just in the zone. Especially when you're
Yes.
playing well like that, probably someone didn't want to come out of the game. They're like, wait, we're playing well. Why do I want to come out right now?
Yeah,
So
you
you
got
can
to be
laugh
like,
about it
"No,
now since
either
we won,
no
but
one's guarding me or I have nobody to guard." Should have been the first thing on someone's mind, but yeah, we got a technical for it. Didn't cost us, thankfully. Not even the craziest thing that comes from this first half, and we'll get to it in a second. But Torrey gets a first few minute quarters. I almost said first few quarter
first
minutes.
quarter minutes.
Yeah,
A few first
uh,
quarter.
and gets a steal and a score with 20 seconds left. So getting good use out of it. 18-13, Sun on top at the end of one. What did you see?
Yeah, it's really the shooting percentages, right? We shot 11 of 18 from the field in the first quarter. You got Marina getting off to a really nice start, which was something we thought was really important. She's hasn't shot the ball well. She's been getting, like you said in the beginning, she's been getting to the rim and getting layups, but it was nice to see a good mix. A couple threes go down early for her because I don't want to say she stopped taking them, but she stopped being so aggressive trying to take them in the game. So that was
When she
great.
does, when she does shoot at volume, it's still like 2 of 8, 2 of 9, 2 of 10.
Yeah, like for whatever reason, like the difficulty of them, most of them aren't like a straight catch and shoot. They're off the dribble or something where she's trying to create late in the shot clock. So
I
nice to
want to
see
say
it going.
I want to say in one of these games, one of the announcers said she's shooting the worst percentage from 3 in her career. I don't know if that's accurate, but we could look it
Yeah,
up.
I wouldn't be surprised. Just we talked about her being a number one option. Like she wasn't going to get the easy catch and shoot looks that she was going to get playing with Alyssa Thomas last year, let's say. And then on the other
Can't remember
side,
if we took the over or the under on her.
I think I went under if I remember correctly. But and then on the other side, it was just solid defense. I don't think we did anything special. It was just they missed a couple shots. We had good defense, and it shows when you're only giving up 13 points in the first quarter.
Yeah, so she's shooting 28% on the nose, and the only worst was her rookie year, 27.3% when she played 31 games, which is actually a lot, but
not what you want to see at that volume. But I
played,
also feel like
yeah.
a lot of people aren't shooting it as well from three. Like I think I saw Stewie tonight. I know she's coming off of injury, but she was shooting 21% this season, which is unaccustomed.
She shot 42.4% in 2024 for us when she got traded here.
Wide open threes will do that for you.
She was so good though, but she's not hitting. No one's hitting that many wide open threes for us. Sanaya is kind of starting to now.
She's getting more of a rhythm of it.
Bria either hits them all or hits none of them. Crazy.
Yep.
Her stat line is 5 for 5 or like 0 for 6. All right, going into the second, Mabry has 12 points. This guy have 13, so nice little one-on-one game there for Mabry. Rivers hits a step-back 3, speaking of her. Her second 3 of the game. And then here comes the craziest thing in the game. I've never seen a coach almost look like he was going to physically assault a ref. Tyler Marsh gets ejected and almost attacks a ref on a non-foul call. They said it accumulated over a few, but the egregious one was like Aaliyah Edwards, I think it was, wrapped up around a player on a rebound, and it was
Elizabeth
whatever.
Williams.
Yeah, and they were going for the ball, whatever. It's like
It was a foul though.
Yeah, of course, I've seen that not get called like 100 times, and it's like that's what you're going to explode over. That that's the one that broke the camel's back. And he runs up to the ref and almost throw it like he's emphatically like doing that, and like looks like he almost punches the ref. Gets right in their face, turns around, T, you're out. No second guessing. And the Sky announcers made it note of about 100 times that the coaching staff. They have 3 former head coaches on their staff. So I don't know what the levels are or where they were all head coaches. I don't know if you were on that staff, you would count as a head coach for the few games you've coached as a head coach, but who knows? It did not get them any more luck. Actually, it actually did help to get them a new coach. Maybe it fired them up. Him getting ejected, maybe a new vision.
Yeah, I mean,
I doubt
that's
it was much different play calling, but
when you get a tech, you're either you're arguing a call, you're trying to find motivation for your team, you're trying to defend your guys, or in this case, your women as your players as you are struggling. So I mean, I think he was just like, "This is it. I'm gonna do this spur of the moment," and yeah, like you said, I mean, it kind of worked out because they did play better, but at the same time, it's tough for you as a head coach to get thrown out of the game. And I feel like we haven't seen that many ejections this year as a league as a whole from coaches. I don't know. I'd be curious to see technical fouls this year from coaches.
I feel like
are
you don't
they
see it
down
that
or
much.
something?
Yeah, I feel like you don't see that much in basketball.
Yeah, not so many. I mean, most of the time it's a fight or something like that. That's going to get you the ejection. The
I mean,
flagrancy in this new
yeah,
age, but
no one gets thrown out in football unless you fight. No coach gets thrown out. Baseball, you get thrown out all the time.
mm-hmm. Baseball,
Hockey,
you get thrown out for just looking at an umpire wrong.
yeah. Yeah, I would say basketball would mean more towards. I feel like I never see coaches get thrown out really. Just
Very
technical.
rarely. They'll get a purposeful tech, and then that's about it. But every coach has their moment during the season. This just happened to be his.
Yeah, so he had enough, and they had enough of him. Maybe he had somewhere to be, and he was just like, at one point, you're gonna make a bad call, and I'm gonna freak out and just eject me, and that's what they did. After that, Lacan gets a bucket and a steal, but doesn't lead to another bucket. But how many times does she make a bucket and then by half court gets the steal?
Her pressure is amazing. It's very frustrating sometimes. She'll make, and it happened maybe 3 to 5 times over these 3 games where she'll get the steal and she hits someone with a perfect pass running away, and they either miss the layup, they fumble it. That's just that next level of
only hit one of the line.
Something it's that next level of evolution for this team is transition with her running.
Mm-hmm.
It's just exciting though that it's happening.
The only bad part about her pressure is what happens in the second half. She could be too much pressure that can get her hurt.
That and the occasional foul trouble, but you get sick.
Yeah, I don't think she's really even we've had to worry about it that much for her. So
if anything, early in the game more so, which doesn't matter.
Sun are on an 11-1 run in over 2 minutes, but the Sky cut it to 14, and then the Sun take a timeout. Lacan gets the ball off the tip on the other end and then sprints to a layup on the other end. She does that a lot too, where she just is faster than everyone. Sometimes too fast, and it costs her the layup, but a lot of times she has it under control and she makes the points, gets past everyone. Kia Nurse hits a 3 on the last possession, then River takes it all the way down to all the way down and basically is untouched, but misses the layup. 55-41 Sun at the end of the half. The free throws are 9 of 9 for the Sun and 3 of 11 for the Sky. That's abysmal.
It's a lot of points left on the board.
We're up 14, and they missed 8. You got anything else for the first half, or you want to keep it rolling?
Nah, let's keep it rolling.
All right, in the second half, Bria hits an open 3 to start the scoring. In the second half, she's 5 for 5 in the game overall, not just from 3. I think that was her first 3. She got 12 points. Tina has 6 in the quarter early. She got 16 overall. Lacan gets hit in the eye by Angel Reese, and it starts to swell up immediately. Sanaya kisses it. I'm sure we've all seen it by now. And she subs in for her. So, to me, on the play, look, I'm an Angel Reese fan, so I'm not – this isn't anything against her. It looks like they bump heads or they bump something. Angel Reese kind of looked like she got hit a little bit. She gets fouled. It's a foul on Lacan, so it's not like a clean play or whatever. Not dirty, but it's not like she gets called for it. And then at the end, there was a little swipe, but I don't think that's what hit her. or cause the eye swelling.
No, I think it was when she reached in.
So, yeah.
She caught the elbow when she reached in. So I wasn't surprised they didn't call like a tech or anything on it. It shouldn't have been. It's one of those just incidental plays. As kids, you say you reach, I teach in a situation, or like
Wow.
yeah, right.
That's a
Very
what
old
is
school.
it? Street ball saying.
But you don't want to put yourself in that position. But they were using her as point forward. I loved the pressure. It was just unfortunate that she got just hit perfectly in the eye, and boy, does she look like a badass now.
Yeah, and especially with the quote saying she plays better sick, which she meant hurt. But yeah. What did you say more on the court? What did you just say? You reach, I teach,
You
or
reach,
no blood, no foul.
ooh, nah, you reach, I teach. I've been calling fouls every time I get touched. I'm going every time I'm touched.
All right, where are we? Sky cut it to 15 with under 2 minutes left in the quarter, and Sun take another timeout. Sky are on a 9-0 run for 2+ minutes. They get it to 12. Bria misses her first shot of the game for her on a layup with a few seconds left. 73-61, Sun end of the third. In the fourth, the Sky cut it to 8, and Bria fouled on a 3, and she hits 2 of 3 from the line. It was weird. She kind of like pump faked it, and like they still gave her credit for the shot. I guess they said the foul cost her from shooting. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I guess far enough within her motion to be like, yeah, she would have shot it if she didn't get hit.
Marina misses a layup, and free throws on the other end cuts the lead to 6 with over 7 minutes to go. It's never good for the Sun. Nurse hits a deep 3 to cut it to 4 with 7 minutes left, and Mez calls a timeout. Here we go again. Tina hits a long 2 at the shot clock buzzer. Bria puts the Sun back up 6 with around 5 minutes to play, but the Sun are having trouble getting stops. Morrow hits a 3, we're back up 7. Nurse hits a 3, but an offensive foul on Cardozo negates it with 2:15 left, still up 7. Bria hits a 3, 22 points for her, 3 of 3 from 3, and her only missed shot was that layup at the end of the third. Sky hit a 3 to cut it to 7 and start fouling with 36.7 left. Rivers hits both. Sky can't hit a shot, and the Sun run out the ball. 94-84 final, Sun. We have the lead start to finish. No ties, no lead changes. Some of the stats: Bria Hartley, 23-4-2 on 8 of 9, 3 of 3 from 3. Tina, 23-10-2, 9 of 16 shooting. Marina, 24-8 on 7 of 17, 2 of 9 from 3 though. Rivers 13-3-3 with 3 steals, 4 of 10 on 2 of 4 from for 3. Morrow 7-5 on 2 of 4. Lacan 10-0-4 on 3 of 5. Liv had 8 minutes, was 0 for 2. Edwards was 0 for 1 in 16 minutes with 0, 3, and 1.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like Tina's points were quiet. It was like a very quiet 20-10 game, but it was just a steady dose. I mean, Bria Hartley, and you'll hear me repeat it over the next couple of games. Like, if she's on and she's scoring, she's fun to watch. You can live with some of the defensive mistakes. You can live with some of the bad shots. But, like, when she's scoring and she's going, like, it's fun. And that's why I said I know she's starting for us, but she really feels like a 6-man. Where Rivers is normally getting the starter minutes, and then she's getting the, somewhere in the 15 to 20 range. But we needed every little bit. That run in the fourth worried me. As it got down after Nurse's 3, I was like, oh, we've seen it so many times this year. It's like, we've seen it so many times this year. We're just like, oh my God, how are we losing this game? How's it going to come down? Like, we just need to close. Why can't we close? So it was great at the end of the day, getting the 10-point win. And, any wins at this point of the season, especially against teams who we feel are below you, and I'm sure they feel that are actually below you in the standings, like where they should be. So it's great to get a win.
Yep. No win streak, though, comes without an end. And our 3-game win streak does end here, as we have to go to New York and play the Liberty Bibberty. Bria, Rivers, Mabry, Morrow, and Tina are starting because Lacan is injured, but that's not going to stop her. from playing. Maybe this was just to fuck with the Liberty.
I have no idea, to be honest. I mean, I'm happy we did it in hindsight, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they were like truly right up until the game she was questionable, and then they were like, wait, we need like 5 more minutes just to like get it to a good place or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I would say if anything, they just saw an opportunity to maybe have the Liberty be like, oh, we don't have to plan for the Lacan, or we don't have to worry about her, and then oh shit, we got to worry. I don't know,
A little
because
game.
they would have game planned for her anyway.
Right.
It was a last minute call, and so I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I'm thinking like football, because football season coming up, and they keep everything a secret. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I
Coach
just thought it
Dable
was
won't say like whose third string quarterback is, because he's like, you never know. It could be a secret, could be a like a advantage. It's like, no,
right.
it won't be ever. We just want to know.
Yeah.
All right. So Mabry starts the scoring with a step back 3. 13-5 Liberty, though, pretty quickly. Sun take a timeout. Less than 4 minutes gone by. Tina stops a 12-0 Liberty run. Lacan checks in halfway through the first for Bria. So they just switch Sanaya and Lacan, and don't take Rivers out for Lacan, because she started for her. They still switch Bria out for her, which was good. Mabry hits a forced shot clock buzzer deep 3 to make it a 15-10 game. Not 2 minutes later, the Liberty make it a 13-point game, though. Edwards gets a nice rebound, has an open shot, and it somehow rims in and out. I think that thing went halfway down. Lacan hits a 3 with under 30 seconds left, and it's 27-15 Liberty at the end of 1. Bad first quarter, but not dead. 12 points. Can still come back.
Yeah, we were sitting there being like, oh, of course Stewie's coming back for this game. Couldn't, take another break. And, she was aggressive early. A couple fouls, put us back on our heels a little bit. It was just, they're still, I still believe they are one of the best teams in the league. I know they've been on a little bit of
when they're healthy.
On a dive, but yeah, they've had people in and out of the lineup.
They've never played a full lineup with Mieseman, I don't think.
No, they haven't. I don't. Maybe one game with, I don't remember when.
Stewie and Cloud and everyone and John Quell.
I guess no, Cloud's been out. That's right. So they
I don't
have
think
not
Jones was even back.
Say again.
I don't think Jones was back, and then when Jones came back, Cloud and Stewie were out. So it's been a mosh. But I mean, look at their lineup today. They couldn't have rested all those players against us.
Well, they said for tonight, sickness, toe injury, concussion. Like, there's just a whole bunch of list of things.
It's not even rest. It's real.
Not even rest. Like actual things. At least,
I mean, it could be worse. They could be who freaking keeps getting injured?
The Dallas.
Yeah. But we'll get to them. Well, yeah, we'll get to them. So what are we? Second quarter. Liberty has 11 at the end of the first, though. The Liberty have 11 assists to the Suns 5. It was 11-3, but we got 2 assists pretty close to the end, if I remember correctly. Lacan banks a shot to start the second. Liv hits one, and then a classic Lacan speed layup to make it a 6-0 run for the quarter, an 11-0 run altogether. The Sun cut it to 6. Liberty called timeout. Tina hits Morrow to cut it to 3 with 3 minutes left. 3 or 4 offensive rebounds on the last possession until Morrow finally puts it back with the second left. 21-10 second quarter for the Sun. We end the half down 1 point, 37-36.
Morrow really controlled the boards in the second quarter. And like I joked with you, I think, I can't remember, maybe it was you or my brother, I can't remember, but I was like, when Morrow gets a rebound, it reminds me a lot of Carmelo Anthony, where it's like get the fuck out of my way as I rebound the ball. Like, she goes after it. We talked about her being a magnet. That's one thing, but no, she's actually like physical going at it. It's pretty awesome to see. All
right, second half, unfortunately, would not be as good as the second quarter. Lacan hits a 3, and the Sun have the first lead since 5-3. They trail as much as 17. Morrow answers a Sabrina 3 and hits another to go up 4, and hits a third of the quarter when it was tied to go up 3. Mabry can't hit a shot no matter how open she gets or close to the rim she gets in the third. She's 3 of 12 on the game, but Rivers hits a 3 to go up 3 with around 2 minutes left. Lacan hits a nice hesitation and bounce pass to Morrow, who she finds on the block, cutting under the hoop. Rivers puts her hand Rivers puts up her hand and blocks Sabrina's pass around half court and gets fouled on a layup, but misses both. Mabry hits a 3 with 14 seconds left to take the lead back. Johannes and Mabry shove each other and has the most nothing technical fouls of all time. Rivers also comes in and pushes. She gets the technical for coming in and adding to it.
Yep.
But yeah, it was nothing. 59-58, Sun, end of third. So we're
still
in it.
Got to come into defense of Riri. So I didn't hate it. I don't know. I felt like there was a couple plays where they were bumping each other, and then that one kind of just like you said, much ado about nothing. But you overreact a little bit as an official. Even the announcers were like, "Oh, every game there's something with Connecticut." It's like, no, it's not every game, and this was nothing. So that, and then also Morrow hit some crazy threes in this quarter where you're like holding your breath, where you're like, okay, they went in. Yeah. So it's and I only say that because I don't think she got much run heading into the fourth quarter, if I remember correctly, in this game. A little bit of a blur right now, but it felt like after her big third quarter, she went very quiet in the fourth.
So in the fourth, up one, excuse me. We hit there's a 3 by Jonquil Jones, and the Liberty go up 2. In the next possession, we turn it over, which leads to Liberty free throws, and we go down 4. Mabry hits her 4th 3 of the game, second of the second half, and cuts it to 1. Lacan takes the lead with her 16 points off the bench of the 18 total bench points. Mabry has 5 fouls with 6 minutes to go, but she's staying in. Rivers comes in for Mabry off the media timeout with under 6 left, though. Burke hits a 3 with just over 4 left to put the Liberty up 6 on a 7-0 run. Mieseman hits a walk-in layup with 3:47 left. Mez calls a timeout. Lacan gets to the line, and Phoebish has 5 fouls, but Liberty challenge it. But it's unsuccessful, and Lacan hits both. Phoebish hits a 3 to go up 9 with 2 minutes left. Tina hits a layup that gets responded, and then Lacan gets a quick layup, and the Liberty miss their next shot with under a minute left. Sun down 7. Tina gets fouled and hits 1 of 2 from the line, but the ball goes out on the Liberty, and Lacan hits a jumper off the inbound, and it's a 4-point game with 51.9 seconds, and New York calls a reset timeout. What are you thinking in this moment?
I'm trying to figure out how end the game situations, right? These are things you're probably practicing, so you're prepared. It's a close game. They're a bit rattled late in this game. I know it's back and forth and even, but I felt like they started taking their foot off the gas a little bit and go into cruise control. And they were like, okay, we're going to win this game by 6 to 8 points. And we survived, and it's great. And, the whole trend right now is that our team is a bunch of dogs, so this was a great example of that game. There was no quit. The only thing I was really surprised about was Bria Hartley getting 10 minutes in the fourth quarter straight. We talked about it when she's scoring. It looks great. She was putting some mismatches. She was guarding some bigger players. So it made me wonder, why isn't Edwards in? Why isn't Olivia in, or Anissa? Why did we decide to stay small? Obviously, it worked at times, as we cut the lead down. But I think I texted you. I was like, why isn't Rivers coming into this game to play defense, especially with Marina having 5 fouls? I believe it was Marina and Leila both had 5 fouls, if I remember correctly. So
I know Marina did. I don't know if Leila did.
So let me see. Yeah, she had 5 fouls as well. So I was very surprised Rivers didn't get that much burn in the fourth either. It was one of those just interesting. I mean, again, you were right there. The game was to be had, but yeah,
Yeah, I mean, he kept the team in that was coming back, I guess.
you're in the moment as a coach. You're going, all right, what do I got to prepare for? What's the situation? Do I have to foul? Are we trapping? Your head's going like this, and your eyes and everything's trying to process all at once. So
Yeah.
you're planning what could happen, and 5 plays later, what could happen, or everything in between.
5 plays later is not what I expected to happen, but weird shit happens. All right. So next, Sabrina misses a 3 on the other end, and Bria finds Edwards when she gets doubled, and Edwards gets fouled. Connecticut gets a delay of game warning for huddling up before the free throws. Classic. But Edwards hits both, and the Sun are down just 2 with 23.6 left. And New York takes their last time out 7-0 for the 7-0 run for the Sun. And then they try to trap Sabrina. She gets it to Stewie in the corner. Stewie, for some reason, throws it to the can when shot clock was off, I believe, right?
Yeah, could have just gotten a jump ball. Could have just stood there. I don't know.
Yeah, they could have done anything but call a timeout. Pretty much, they could have got fouled. They would have had to get fouled at some point. And so Stewie throws it to the can. The can runs down, doesn't hit the layup. Debatable whether it's a block or a foul. They're not going to call it a foul, especially on Sabrina in the last second of the game.
I've watched it 20 times, Alex. I really think it was clean. I think
it was close enough to clean where you're not going to call it in the last couple of seconds.
Yeah, it was. I thought both of them actually hit the ball at the same time, and I couldn't believe it because I thought immediate. Why aren't we fouling? And we had no timeout, so we couldn't challenge.
Yeah,
that's the unfortunate situation. But I actually
maybe if the Liberty had a timeout, you call it just so they can challenge, and then they take it away. But
yeah, I mean, it was awesome just to be right there. Right.
Yeah. So, yep. Ball goes to the Sun. Ball goes out on the Sun, and the Liberty inbounded to end the game. We went for the steal for like 20 seconds and didn't foul, but it worked somehow on the last play, and I'm still amazed by it.
And then we didn't press with 2-point-something seconds left to foul, which I also
we gave up.
They just threw it in and it was like, all right, we're done. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, teams kind of gave up in the W. I feel like they admit defeat, I should say.
I understand they're not hitting a 3-quarter shot, but like at the same time, like again, that's situational. When they're at the foul line shooting free throws, you draw up your home run play or whatever to get you to half court at least. And
they were going to hit 2 free throws. We would have been down 4 anyway, but
right,
whatever. The Can had 22, 3 and 3, 9 of 15, 2 of 3. Morrow 18, 15. 18 and 15 is huge. 6 of 11, 3 of 3 from 3. Mabry 16, 2 and 4 on 6 of 28, 4 of 10 from 3. Tina 13 points on 6 of 12. Bria 3, 5 and 4 on 1 of 6, 0 of 3. Rivers 3, 1 and 1 on 1 of 3 and 1 of 2 from 3. Edwards 2, 3 and 2 on 0 of 2. Liv 2 of 2 on 1 of 4. 2 and 2 on 1 of 4. And Tori got 3 minutes and 0-0.
Yeah, and then again, the Morrow stats, that's pretty much most of that done in the first 3 quarters. So again, situation, the game was right there. It was in reach, but I'm kind of bummed that we didn't get like Rivers and Anissa finishing this one to see what could happen.
Yeah, imagine if we had won that game though. The win streak. Legendary.
Like we don't love moral victories here anymore because we don't think there should be because of the team we're becoming.
Now we get victories now.
But like this was a real moral victory because it was like the game was over and then the fight, the grit, Leila with a freaking welt underneath her eyes.
Even when we sucked, we never stopped fighting.
It's true. That's true. That's what, the one really good thing, not one, but that's one of the really good things you could say about Coach Mez. Like his players are fighting for him. It's very easy just to roll over and be like, all right, we're down 10 with 5 minutes left. Well, we tried our best. Like, no, this team plays until the final horn. It doesn't always look pretty, but like they play hard.
Yeah. All right, we have one more win to talk about. Last game of the week was in Dallas against the Wings. Bria, Lacan, Mabry, Morrow, and Tina back starting. Paige is out at the last minute, ruining my entire fantasy week. My number 1 pick turns into Grace Berger. Should have been Haley Jones.
And they announced her starting on Twitter. Like the
Yeah,
Dallas.
she was sick and she practiced and she was playing and she was until the last minute. She was like,
Oh, it was literally the 5 minutes before the game. The tweet
yeah,
was, "Here's your starting lineup," and everyone underneath it was like, you might want to change this graphic."
yeah. Lacan hits an open three to start things off for us. Haley Jones has 6 quick points for the Wings. I think all on Morrow, and Mez takes her out for Edwards, and Bria out for Rivers with just under 4 gone by. Edwards has a quick foul on an and one for Segrist. Lacan gets a tough tie up for a jump ball with Segrist, and they both go down hard, but everyone's fine. Lacan gets a bucket and then a steal. Stop me if you heard me before. The ball carrier gets to half court and hits Torre for a layup after she gets a steal at half court. She hits Torre for a layup off the bucket. So the Leila special is get a bucket, get a steal. That should be the Leila special. Everyone gets a steal and gets the bucket, but she likes to get a bucket and then get the steal after, and hopefully it leads to another bucket, but not always guaranteed. Wings going right at Tina and getting pretty much anything they want early defensively on her. Hines Allen hits a 3 with 2 minutes left. Sun are up 11, but they turn it over on the next possession. Haley Peters is in at the 2-minute mark. Hasn't played since August 11th. Torre was still in at this time as well. Very, very questionable on what he was doing, unless he was just like, we're going to win this game regardless at some point. We're going to take it away. Let's just see these players one more time. But Torres hits a 3 off of Peters' missed 3 and an offensive rebound by someone. Peters lets Amy Okonkwo go right by her. A little revenge game for her.
You took my spot.
What?
You took my spot.
Yeah, Peters let Amy Okonkwo go right by her, said, you took my spot. Peters had no effort defensively there, just let her go right by. Rivers hits a 3, and Liv gets bullied by Hines Allen on the other end. Peters short on a 3 to end the quarter. Absolute embarrassment of a quarter. Felt like we were a few months back in time. 30-21 Wings at the end of one.
Yeah, this is one of those where I think everyone in the beginning of the game was just like, okay, Paige isn't playing. We're going to go in cruise control. And, like, to their credit, Dallas played hard. They played much harder than we did to start the game. They were attacking at the rim. They were going in straight lines. They were aggressive on defense. Again, I have no clue why we played 10 people in the first quarter. That just absolutely blew my mind. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't like the starters were playing great, but in no world at this point in the season do I want to see Torrey and Peters on the floor at the same time. I like Torrey if it's in that role of the 9th or 10th player. Like, we know Lindsay Allen is in and out.
She's not getting groans when she comes in if it's 3-4 minutes in the first
half.
half.
Like you live with it. You're okay. You're much better. But, like, I just have no desire to see Haley Peters.
Just do it in the second half when we're up big, if it happens.
Yeah, like a first quarter run just felt weird. And obviously Peters did not, even though the scoreboard or the score bug will say she was +2 in the first quarter for her minute. Like, they were just awful minutes.
Yeah. Awful. Yeah, I mean, she adds things to this team, Haley Peters. She's a veteran. She speaks French. She's got a lot of wisdom, but, yeah, she shouldn't be playing. Torre, if you want to give her some minutes and give her a look in the W, see what she's got. But, like, you should know by now what everyone has in the season. Even though she's been here less time, she's still done enough. Not like she's going to just out of nowhere start dropping 15, 20 points a game.
No.
But, yeah, down 9 at the end of one, not where we want to be. But things turn around. Peter's still in the second. She misses a turnaround shot on the block. Lindsay Allen, who hasn't played in the last 3, is now in. Lacan hits a 3 to cut it to 9. It gets responded by an Okonkwo 2, and Mez takes a timeout, down 11, 2 minutes into the second. Starters back in after the timeout. Finally had enough. We've had enough well before that. Tina hits her first shot of the game on her 4th attempt a few minutes into the second. That's usually doesn't happen. She usually has a few shots in the bucket by the end of the first. Mabry gets a steal and is fouled on a fast break layup attempt and hits both. Marina hits a really deep step back 3 to cut it to 2 with 5 minutes to go. 4-0 run for the Wings. Bria misses badly on a 3 on a transition layup, makes it 6-0 run, but it's ended by a Tina layup. Rivers hits a 3 to cut it to 3 with 2:30 left in the half. Tina cuts it to 1 at the line with 2:04 left. Lacan makes a tough layup to take the lead, 11-2 Sun run. So we finally take the lead in the first half. When they were on a 6-0 run after we had responded a little bit, I thought, I was like, oh, God. Like, we just can't. We're just not going to be able to put it together today. And then we didn't look back.
No, it was message received.
Till the end, yeah.
Message received from the starters, and they came back in our big three, took care of it.
What I want to say is, pregame, especially once Paige went out, Koklanis gave them a pretty good pump-up speech, like, who's going to step up? Who's going to, like, this is your time. Like, this is your game. They're not better.
Not one player is going to be able to.
They're not better than us. Everyone get your moment, like, shine. And then Amy Okonkwo was like, this is my fucking time. Off of Wings, offensive foul. Tina makes another tough layup with a minute left to go in the half, up 3. Marina and 1 with 34.5 left, 12-0 run in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Turn that thing around.
It happened quick.
Dallas ends the run on a layup, and we turn it over with 7.4 left. Tina gets blown by, and they miss the layup, but 2 Wings players are there to clean it up and cut it to 2 with 1.5 seconds. Lacan long inbound to Mabry right before half court. She gets a little past the other side of half court and banks it in, and then she says she's got ice in her veins. I'm sure you've all seen the clip by now. 54-49 Sun at the end of the half. Lacan has 15, 2, and 5. Mabry's got 12 points, and Tina's got 12 and 3.
Yeah, I mean,
after not scoring in the first.
The shot by Marina was huge because we've talked about ending quarters and how it looks.
Yeah.
And, it looked like we were in a bad place there. We were going to be like, oh, no, we just gave up. There's no momentum. We played such a great second quarter, and now we're only going to have, a couple-point lead. And then
it went from 2 to 5.
And that's big because it was a momentum shot. So, very, very big shot for Marina going into halftime.
2 minutes into the third, Morrow gets an and 1 and hits a emphatic too small. Speaking of things I've never seen before, I don't know if I've ever seen anybody go that low on the too small. Her hand was literally like on the floor.
I'm surprised she didn't get teed up. And I'm pretty sure when the ref was like doing the foul thing, he kind of gives it like a double take, like, should I be teeing that up or no?
Yeah.
It was egregious.
It was Maddie Segrist, who's like 3 inches taller than everything.
I don't know, only 1 inch according to the announcers. They were like, I don't know why she's hitting the too small. She's 6'2" and Morrow's 6'1". And I'm just like, guys.
Yeah, that's the point. It's like
you hit it on any
bigger than her. Yeah. But that was crazy. She's like the sweetest girl too, and like doesn't talk much. Yeah, but she hits that too small a lot. Lacan gets an and 1 by hustling by everyone. Stop me if you've heard me before. Morrow found her on a rebound and around Dallas defenders. Mabry picks another pocket, but the pass to Mabry. Lacan picks another pocket, but the pass to Mabry goes out of bounds. A very nice defensive play on the steal. Rivers hits a wide open. Rivers hits a wide open 3. Her third of the game. Sun lead by 10. Their biggest lead of the game, and the Wings take a timeout with under 5 to go in the third. The free throw shots are 15-2 in favor of the Sun. Another game where we're dominating the free throws. Well, in the Sky game, we weren't dominating the free throw attempts. We were just dominating the makes. They actually had more attempts. Lacan with another blow by layup, not a blown layup. And she's got 20 with 3+ left in the third. 83-70 Sun end of third. In the fourth, the Wings cut it to 8 with 24 left, and Mez calls a timeout. Lacan turns it over off the timeout, which is never good, and Liv fouls, which leads to Morrow and Tina to come in for her and Edwards, and the Wings don't score off of it. Lacan misses a layup by being too fast with no one around her, one of those. Zaza James hits a 3 to cut it to 5 with 4:30 left. We turn it over, but Lacan is adamant she knocked it off a Dallas player, but they don't challenge. The Wings turn it back over anyway. Ball on line, maybe. Mabry gets blocked after a nice move to get what looked like an open layup, but out of nowhere it gets stuffed. Zaza James rushed a three and misses. The can missed the three. It seemed to only take because no one guarded her for an extended period of time. She looked like she wanted to kill clock, but then she's like, well, if no one's going to guard me, I'll shoot it. But she missed it. Dallas calls a timeout with 3 minutes left. Sun are up 4, 10-0 run for the Wings. Sun got a turnover off the Dallas timeout, though, so we got that one back. But Bria double dribbles and gives it right back to them. Tina fouls from behind on Segrist. Segrist missed the shot, but goes 2 for 2 from the line with 2:21 left. Sun haven't scored in 5 minutes against the Wings without Paige. Bria gets fouled on a wild layup attempt and goes 2 for 2, and now we're back up 4. That's our first points in 5 minutes. Minute 57 left. Quick bucket from Hines Allen. Shot clock violation on the Sun up to 126. Zaya James misses a shot and the Sun rebound, and Mabry gets fouled and goes to the line where she hits both. Up 4 with 1:10 left. Timeout Dallas. Hines Allen misses with 1 minute left, and the Sun get another shot clock violation. Morrow got blocked at the end of it with 41.3 left. Up 4. Okonkwo cuts to the hoop and gets fouled by Mabry, but misses the bucket. Hits 1 of 2 from the line, but a lane violation on Connecticut gives her another chance, and she hits the second. Timeout Sun, 27.8 left. That lane violation, man, can't happen.
Yeah, I mean, she looked at the officials and was like, Hines Allen did like one of those little head fakes to like make her fall early. I didn't really see it. I think she was just frustrated with herself on that. But yeah, that was a big, could have been a big moment.
Yeah. Sun have no field goals in the last 7 minutes now. Tina hits a bucket with 22.2 to end that, go back up 4.
Shot it right away, too.
What?
We talked about it. She shot it right away, too. It was like 2 seconds into the shot clock. I'm like, what do you do? And I'm like, all right, it went in.
Yeah.
Thank God it went in.
I thought that was the best shot. She shot it. Zaya James hits a quick layup with 17.9 left. So not even 4 seconds come off. This last Sun timeout, an advancement. Wings foul Marina instantly, 16.6 left. She hits both. Wings take a reset timeout. Zaza falls down. Hines Allen forced to take a 3 and misses. Tina rebound and fouled. Fortunately, Zaya James hurt her ankle on the play. Geisel-Suter also hurt her shoulder earlier in the game. James did not put any pressure on the ankle, was almost being carried off, only hopping on one leg. So hopefully she gets better. That's Sanaya's best friend.
Yeah, I mean, it sucked too. I mean, just there's been a few teams this year where the injuries have just been nonstop. You talk about the Fever and all their injuries. You talk about the Wings, Washington, Liberty. There's been a lot of teams this year. Who knows if it's part of the scheduling? Who knows if it's these players are so young, they're not used to the schedule, and they've been playing since college ended, pretty much nonstop since April. So yeah, it's unfortunate to see. And Zaza was having a great game too.
Yeah.
She's been a very nice surprise for the team. So unfortunate she went.
Her and JJ Quinterly are good.
Yeah, no, they hit on all those guards. I remember talking about it being like, why'd you draft Paige and 2 other point guards? And all 3 of them have worked out this season.
I think there was one more that they let go.
Yeah, they definitely cut somebody else.
But yeah, end of the game was Tina hits both free throws to go up 6 with 6 seconds left. And the can tips the ball out of bounds with 0.3 seconds left for the final exclamation point. 101-95 Sun win. Sun win 4 of their last 5. Lacan had 22 again, 3 and 6 with 4 steals. She shot 9 of 14 with 2 of 4 from 3. Mabry had 18, 4 and 2 on 4 of 11, 2 of 5 from 3. Tina 18, 5 and 3 on 6 of 13. Morrow 11 and 11 with 3 assists, which is big for her. She never gets any assists. 4 of 7 shooting. Bria 8, 3 and 6 on 2 of 5, 0 of 2 from 3. Rivers 11, 1 and 1 in 25 minutes on 4 of 9, 3 of 6 from 3. Liv 8, 3 and 1, 2 of 3 and 13. Didn't really feel like Liv played it all this week. Tori 5 points on 2 of 3 and 1 of 2 from 3 in 5 minutes, so good for her. Peters somehow was 0 of 4 in 4 minutes. Edwards was 0, 1 and 0 in 7 minutes on 0 shots. Anything else before fantasy?
A win's a win. Like we said, I'm pretty sure both of us had 2 and 1 this week, so it was very.
Yes, we called it the Liberty loss.
And we said the Liberty game probably was going to be competitive. So like we were pretty on the ball this week, which was awesome. But yeah, I mean, Layla's great. It's I don't know how many times we're going to say it. We might as well just be like the No Shade Leila Lacan podcast, but like she is like she has changed the dynamic of this team, and it's the steals too. Like she's everywhere. Deflections, steals, good passes. Again, her assist numbers should be higher if people hit shots or don't fumble it or something, but like she's really helped change the identity of this team.
True. All right, let's go to fantasy. It's the third to last week, and it's not getting any easier for me.
Oh yeah, I murdered you this week.
Yeah, you got lucky with replacing Cloud with Sabrina.
Stewie.
With Stewie. Liv did absolutely nothing for me. I don't know why I picked her. Thought she was gonna have a big week. And yeah, I had to replace Paige with fucking Burger. So Burger got 19, Reese got 27, Jones 36, Mabry 34, 24, and 25, Meeseman 14, Liv 1, 5, and 12, Segrist 20, and Bantam 11, totaling me out at 228. Joe, you had Tina at 36, 18, and 27, Sabrina at 19, Cardozo at 30, Stewie at 25, Geisel Suter at 9, Zaza at 34, Lacan at 11, 30, and 35, and Atkins at 22 for 306.
Ooh.
You're up. You went up 78 points this week. You're up 9-5 in the weekly standings. Up 3,475 to 3,308. You're up 245. Highest scorers of the week were John Quell for me and Tina for you at 36, and Liv was the lowest at 1 for me. Tying Sophie Cunningham for the second lowest ever.
No one's ever gotten a goose egg.
No, the lowest was Sanaya Rivers with an illness, but was active.
I was gonna say, yeah.
All right, so what are you looking forward to in this week? We have 2 weeks of fantasy left, 2 weeks of the season left, 6 games.
I know. It's like, if you want to talk about it as a whole, a lot of the things, and I mean, we'll talk about it when the season's over, that we wanted to see going into the end of the season, I feel like we are, which is awesome.
We got 3 Atlanta games and 3 games against other teams.
Yeah, the 3 Atlanta games worry me. I know we beat them once earlier this year, but like they're going to be fine for playoff. Maybe they'll be resting players because maybe they'll be locked into a playoff spot. I don't know. I know the standings are very close, but yeah, I mean, our next 3, we're looking at the Lynx, Atlanta, and Chicago. So, not going to be an easy week, but again, we go out there and we got to be dogs, just like we've been doing for the last 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So, it's crazy that the season's pretty much done. It went quick.
Yeah, I can't wait for next year, dude. Portland and Toronto adding. It's gonna be fun. Cover expansion draft.
Crazy. Like, yeah.
All right.
Join in on the W if you haven't so far.
I know. Where do you think we are in the WNBA? What do you think we got better at besides wins?
Steals. I'm gonna say we went up in rebounding this week. I feel like there's a chance. We rebounded pretty well this week in all 3 games. Okay. And then maybe our free throw percentage is still top 5, top 6 in the league.
All right. Well, wins, we went from last to 11th, so we went up 2 points. We went up from 13th to 12th, so we're up 1. Field goal percentage, we're still 12th. 3-point percentage, we're still last. Free throw percentage, we're still 5th. Rebounds, we're still 12th. Assists, we're still 13th. Turnovers, we went from 7th to 6th, up 1. Steals, we're still tied for 2nd. Blocks, we're still 8th. Personal fouls, we still draw the most at 13. And fouls drawn, we're up 1, just tied for 7th. Player-wise, Tina Charles is 14th in points per game with 16.3 points, up from 16.1 point. Still tied from 14th from last week. Marina is 26th, down 3 spots, averaging 14.7 though, which is up from 14.3. Anissa Morrow is tied for 17th still, and rebounds per game was 6.5, up from 6.2. And Tina Charles is 23rd, dropped 4 spots, still averaging 5.9. Marina is 20th in assists per game, down 4 spots, averaging though 4.0, down up from 3.9. Lacan is 21st now with 3.9 a game. Liv is 11th, down 4 spots in field goal percentage, shooting 52.6%, which is down from 53.4%. Bria Hartley
from Liv. Sorry to interrupt. A lot more jumpers from Liv recently.
A lot more sitting on the bench, I feel like, for Liv, and not getting a lot of playing time either. So when she comes in, she's probably colder. Bria is 26th, down 4 spots in 3-point percentage, shooting 36.7, which is exactly where she was last week. Lacan is first in steals now with 2.4, still averaging that from last week. Gabby's now at 2.3 on Seattle. And Sanaya is tied for 8th, down 1 spot in 1.6 steals a game, still the same as last week. Liv is 6th, up 1 spot, though, from last week in blocks per game, although down from 1.3 to 1.2. And Sanaya is 12th, which is where she was last week, down from 1 to 0.9. The Sun have no injuries. Rhea Marshall is missing time for personal reasons. Lacan is playing through her eye injury, as we've said. The first game is not an easy one. The 30-7 as of now Lynx come into Uncasville and take on the 10-28 Sun. The Lynx are in first place with a 5.5 game lead. They are 8-2 in their last 10 and have back-to-back wins against the Fever, and lost back-to-back against at New York and at Atlanta before that. The Lynx score the most points in the W a game at 86.7. They have the most assists a game with 23.4. They're tied for second in blocks per game with 4.8. Tied for second in steals per game at 8.2. Shoot the highest field goal percentage at 47.2. And are first in 3-point shooting at 37.4%. Collier is first in points per game with 23.9. Williams is second in assists per game at 6.2. Smith is third in points per game with 2, and Collier is fourth with 1.6. Collier is third in steals per game with 1.8. Shepard is shooting the best from the field with a 63.7 field goal percentage. Collier is fifth, shooting 54.3%, and McBride has made the most threes in the W, third most threes in the W with 89. They are all over the top 5 stats. The other 2 teams who play are nowhere even close to that. But the Lynx are 2-0 versus the Sun. This being the last matchup between the two. The Lynx won a comeback game against the Sun, 76-70 in May, and a 102-63 blowout versus the Lynx in June. And the Lynx play the Storm at home before coming to Connecticut. Collier's back, and they've been able to be good with her, while missing 10 games. There's no injuries currently. Joe, what is your plan, your path to victory?
Get on my knees and pray, Alex. No, as a coach here, I mean, you're looking at this game, right? You have a chance to play against the top team in the league. They're pretty comfortable at the top right now. So if I'm Coach Mez, I'm letting everyone know, like, we have to play harder than they do tonight. They're obviously the best team in the league. And the crazy part is like, they're not that flashy. That's the crazy. They just play basketball the right way. Fee is back. MVP, as everyone's been calling around the league. Asia Wilson might have something to say about that, but
yeah.
She's back, no limitations, put up over 30 points in her first game back. So like, she's obviously a perennial matchup, and you've got to somehow match her. You're probably starting Morrow on her or Tina, one of the two, and you got to bang with her a little bit, be physical. Make her, maybe she doesn't have her full cardio back yet. You try to do something to get her uncomfortable. Then you have the guards, Natasha Heidemann and Courtney Williams. They're a 1-2 punch at the point guard position. You have literally Jessica Shepard, who's breakout player this year, breakout role player. She's been phenomenal. You have Alana Smith, who's always solid. Bridget Carlton, newly acquired DJ Carrington. Like, I didn't even mention McBride. You said she's the third best. She's made the third most threes in the league. She missed the first week and a half, 2 weeks of the season. At least. It might be even longer than that. So it's like they are a very, very deep team this year. You're going to have to shoot open shots when you're open. You're going to have to score. You're not winning this game based on a grind of like 51 to 49, right? Like the scores are probably going to be somewhere in the 70s that they're going to put up, 70s, 80s. You have to be able to match their offensive put out. I'm very interested to see. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this Leila's first game versus them? I remember the last time we played.
Yes.
Because you had their previous game. I know the first game when we should have won and we lost the 20-point lead. She wasn't here.
Last one was in June.
So yeah, so this is Leila's first time playing against them. So I'm continuing putting the ball in her hands, putting the rock in her hands, and saying you make plays happen. Be a scorer, be a playmaker. Like, I want her usage rate super high in this game. And then that allows Marina to be off the ball, catch and shoot, Bria catch and shoot, and then obviously hit our post players. But yeah, I look for a heavy dose of Leila Lacan and Tina Charles in this one.
Yeah, my expectations are to still play a competitive ball game, but to probably lose. They just have too much firepower. Like, if Williams is off, you got Shepard or you got Smith, and then McBride is there as the number 2. Like, it's just too deep.
They're championship built.
Yeah, we'll make mistakes. And we won't be able to compete for 4 quarters. But I just want to see. I don't want to see Sanaya and Lacan have to guard Collier all game and just get like bullied. So I hope they like throw different like looks at her and switch it up. But yeah, I just it's going to take a big offensive effort from someone. Maybe we're going to need one of those three-player 20-point games. Tina, Lacan, Mabry, and that might not even be enough.
Right.
But besides that, we got a more winnable game at home against Atlanta on Labor Day. Tina Charles bobblehead night. I'm still thinking about attending this game. I don't know. It could be fun. I don't do anything on Labor Day. Definitely not going to the beach or whatnot. So we'll see. But the Atlanta Dream are 24-14 and are in third place, 6.5 games back behind the Lynx. The Dream are 7-3 in their last 10 and losses between losses against the Aces. The Dream have beaten both the Lynx and the Liberty at home. The Dream are first in rebounds per game with 36.6, tied for fourth in assists per game in 20.9, and fifth in blocks per game with 4.2. Jordan Canada is fifth in assists per game with 5.7. Alicia Gray has hit the second most threes with 92. And Alicia Gray leads the Dream with rebounds, points per game with 18.7, and Bree Jones in rebounds with 7.2. The Dream and the Sun have split this series so far. Dream winning 79-55 in Atlanta in May, and the Sun winning at home 84-76 with us in attendance in June. These teams played 2 more times back-to-back at the last 2 games of the season. Dream played Dallas at home before coming to Connecticut. In the injury report, Jordan Canada's hamstring is doubtful for tomorrow's game, with this game being on Monday. Joe, what are your path to victory?
Yeah, I was going to start with Jordan Canada too. If she does play, we saw her. It was her first game back. She was definitely rusty at that time. Obviously, she's bounced back very nicely, 12-6 essentially on the season. Just another point guard for us to have to challenge and get up into if she does play. The Atlanta has been very consistent. I talked about them being last year being one of the most unpredictable teams because they would go out there and blow a team out and then they'd come back the next game and they were looked like a completely different team that they couldn't even play basketball. So this year, credit to them and the new coaching staff there. They had to integrate a couple new players with Greiner and Bree Jones, who are both doing very well. I mean, Bree Jones has been phenomenal over the last couple of weeks. Really big body, as we know from her days here in Connecticut. But she's been electric. And then, you have Ryan Howard, who's, I feel like this year has gone a little bit underappreciated or undervalued. But, as the first pick, she keeps expanding her game to be more of a complete player than just a scorer. Felt like she was just more so chucking threes last year, where I'd look at the box score and it'd be like, she's 6 of 14 from 3 or 3 of 11 from 3. Where this year she's more of a 3-level scorer, getting to her spot, making a play. And then, I can't talk about the team without talking about Alicia Gray. Lefty scorer, 3-level scorer, one of the top scorers in the league. She hasn't been putting up the numbers that she was first half of the year, but she's still putting up good numbers. And she's probably, it's safe to say, probably this year she's close to being a top 10 player in the league, if not, a little bit further, somewhere maybe in the 7 to 8 range. So another tall task, another top of the league playoff contending team. But, with all these playoff teams, you get to play spoiler, right? That's your goal as one of these teams at the bottom. You're playing hard because like, hey, they really need this win, but like, you don't want to just make it easy on them. So again, 2 back-to-back tough tasks. But, we beat them once earlier in the year. Again, no Leila there as well. This team is just different right now, how we're constructed and the confidence that we're playing with. So you never know, you might be able to come out here and steal one of these games against them.
Yeah, as far as my expectations, we got 2 games against them at home. We got to win at least one of them. Hopefully we win the last game of the season at home against them. That'd be fun. But I do think we can get this. We can also win this this Memorial Day. What holiday is it? Memorial Day, Labor Day weekend. Yeah, Labor Day.
No more wearing white for you, Alex. It's over.
I have so many white jeans. Tina is gonna get her numbers. Hopefully, she's not a liability on defense against Bree Jones. We just need Marina to put up her numbers and not go 2 of 18. We need Lacan to do her thing, and I think we can beat this team. I expect it to be very close in all these games now. Maybe not the first one as much, but it's my expectations. We're good. We're good now, and we can compete with anyone. All right, we got one more game this week. It's against a team we've already talked about beating, so hopefully the expectations are high here. We're gonna play we got to go to Chicago again, where we just got a victory and take on the 9-28 Chicago Sky. They're in 12th place in the W and are eliminated for playoff contention. Even with Angel Reese back, the Sky are just 2-8 in their last 10, and they have lost to Vegas since losing to us. But before that, pulled off a win against New York, or in New York against the Liberty. The Sky are second in rebounds per game with 35.9. That pushes Dallas to third now, if that makes you happier. You were shocked that they were second, so now they're third. Angel Reese leads the W in rebounds per game. No one's shocked there, 12.4. Ariel Atkins is fourth in steals with 1.7. Reese also leads the Sky with points per game, 14.3, and assists per game at 3.7. She really can do it all for them. This is the last matchup between these teams, and the Sun are 2-1 on the series, losing the opening matchup 78-66 with both games this month, 71-62 and 94-84. The Sky have to play in Phoenix and Seattle before coming home and facing Connecticut. No injuries to report besides Vandersloot. And before you get to X's and Joe's, besides Atlanta, is this the only series we can win? Or if we do
we get Dallas one more time or no?
No, we lost 2 out of 3.
So that would be a split. So yeah, this would be the only, unless we beat Atlanta.
Yeah,
3 times.
Beat Atlanta twice.
Yeah,
or at least once. Then we can. No, got to beat them twice.
So yeah, this would be the only season series we could win.
All right, Joe. What are your X's and Joes?
Yeah, I mean, this team, we just played them recently. Thought we did a really good job of controlling the boards for a good chunk of the game. Towards the end, we started letting threes up. Nurse hit a deep one. Atkins went for one. Like Banham went for one. So it's like we got to make sure that we're protecting the paint, but then also running people off the 3-point line. I don't think you need to overreact to the guards. Atkins, yes, she has 3.6 assists a game, but she's looking to score. So you got to make her shot difficult, and then you're limiting them to one possession. Camila Cardozo is a big body inside. Reese is a great rebounder. So, it's winning the battle inside, whatever that looks like, whether it's just getting, a defensive stop, whether it's closing out with a block or a rebound. Like you have to win the paint. You have to play physical. They're a physical team inside. So whoever's going to win the inside is going to end up winning this matchup.
Yeah, I expect to blow them out. Don't let them back in it. Just play hard and blow them out full. Hopefully Lacan doesn't have to miss 10 minutes because of an eye injury. All right, Joe, record prediction.
It's unfortunate coming off of a 4-1 stretch where it really could have easily been a 5-0 stretch. But I just think with the caliber of competition this week, I think the Lynx is definitely a loss. Atlanta might be closer than Scorebugs will say, but I'm still going to say that's a loss, and then Chicago would be the only win this week for me, 1 and 2.
All right. I'm going 2-1. Back-to-back 2-1 wins, or 2-1 weeks. I think we lose against the Lynx, and I think we win back-to-back against Atlanta and Chicago. Simple as that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I could see it.
You ready for fantasy?
Let's do it. It's my favorite part of the week now.
All right, I got first pick.
Yes, you do.
And with that, I'm gonna take. I debated with the first pick. You also get the third pick. So I'm gonna take Nafisa Collier with my first pick.
Very
23.9, 7.6, 3.4.
Was not sure you were gonna go in that direction.
Let's go back in the history books. Let's see. Has she ever been top point? Collier, 53 points week 2. And that's the only time she's made top of the list. So hopefully we can get one of those from her and still beat her somehow. All right, who are you taking?
I am going to go with Miss Leila Lacan with my first pick this week.
Okay, fourth on my pick.
I just think she's going to continue to get the ball in her hands, and steals and the assists are giving her big numbers for us.
All right, big. All right, that actually changes things for me because now you can still okay. Do I go against my big board or do I go against what you are going to do?
Nobody knows what I'm going to do, even me.
I'll take Bree Jones.
Bree Jones, interesting.
12.9, 7.2, 2.3.
She's definitely been on a heater lately, so.
She was 6th on my board.
I am then going to pivot because I was going to pick.
Fucking Ross.
And I'm going to go with Camila Cardozo. She's had a couple of good games against us inside. She's just such a big presence.
I'm taking Angel Reese.
Yeah.
14.3, 12.4, 3.7. Cardozo 13.4, 8.4, 2.3.
Then I am going to close out the Connecticut Sun. Where am I? Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to go with Marina Mabry this time around.
Okay. 3rd on my board.
He's due for an explosion this week, at least in one of the games.
I can save Tina and whoever I want at the end. Awesome. So I'm going to go close out Atlanta and take Alicia Gray, who's 5th on my board. That takes out 1 through 7, 1 through 8 if you include Tina. 18.7, 5.4, and 3.6. So I got Alicia Gray and Bree Jones. That's what I'm talking about with Fee and Reese. Finally,
I am going to go Kayla McBride from the Lynx.
She was next available on my board after somebody I can't pick. Did I go next on my board? All right, I can save my 2 Sun. You got 2 Sun, a Sky, and a Lynx. Yeah, I'll take Courtney Williams.
Yeah, that's probably where I was going to go next. So that's a good spot.
13.8, 4.8, 6.2.
Then I'm going to go close out Chicago, and I'm going to go Ariel Atkins.
That's who I was debating it with.
Yeah,
13.8, 3.4, 3.6. So I just need a Connecticut, 2 Connecticut NAS, and a Lynx.
Yep.
Oh, and a
Chicago.
Sky.
Yeah.
Right.
2 Connecticut and a Chicago.
Elizabeth Williams.
Yeah.
8.5, 5.2, 1.8.
So then really doesn't matter who I pick because your the last 2 picks are going to be Connecticut.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Ryan Howard.
I go 9th on my board. 16.3, 4.5, 4.6.
And you're going Tina, I'm assuming?
No. I'm going Bria Hartley.
Wow.
And then Tina's going to be my last pick. Just wanted her with the value of my last pick. Bria at 8.9, 2, and 3.1. She's been scoring. I need this 20 points. There's just a chance. I don't know. I just need her scoring. Maybe Morrow can get you 10 and 10, but like maybe she doesn't play half that quarter. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I'm going big with Bria.
Then I'm going to go Jordan Canada, and we can just note if she's out, then I'm going to go with Brittany Griner.
All right. Jordan Canada, 12, 3.5, and 5.7, 13 on my board. And then, I'm going to take second on my big board, Tina Charles. I was going to take her over Mabry, but he went Lacan. Yeah, I was going to go 16.3, 5.9, 1.7 to 14.7, 4.4, and 4. I was going to go Collier, and then I thought you were going to take Tina or Mabry, so I'd take the other one. And then I was hoping to get either Gray and Jones or Cardozo and Reese. And I got Gray and Jones at least, and Reese, so
yeah,
I'll take it. Do you still have a pick, or is that it?
I have. I'm going to go with Jessica Shepard as my last pick.
Yeah, that's 14th on my board. 8, 7.2, and 2.7.
Yeah, I figure at this point in the season, it's not doing victory laps yet, but it's picking players who are going to be secure. I don't need boom or bust. I need stability.
Yeah, so you have Marina Mabry, Leila Lacan, Camila Cardozo, Ryan Howard, Kayla McBride, Ariel Atkins, Jessica Shepard, and either Jordan Canada or Brittany Griner. And I have Nafisa Collier, Tina Charles, Alicia Gray, Bree Jones, Angel Reese, Courtney Williams, Elizabeth Williams, and Bria Hartley. Sounds like the comeback is on. One more week after this.
Yep.
I need to cut it. Well, I need a over 120 point win here this week to do it again.
You got some stars.
Let's do it. Mabry has to take one for the team and just get a couple assists. Can't do too much. No. Whatever they do, we just got to double it on my side. Tina's got to go for 40. Reese has got to get a triple-double again in garbage time. But yeah, all right. So, Joe, do you remember who your brightest star was last week?
I think it was Leila Lacan.
No, it was Olivia Nelson-Ododa.
Was it actually?
Yeah.
No way.
I forgot to write down the stats, but
Well, you don't have to. There weren't many.
yeah, I still got to put it in my stat column. But let me pull up right here quick. Liv had in the 3 games, she was. Oh wait, did I put it? Yeah, I put it in the wrong one. I put it in. Oh wait, no, this is for brightest star, not another brightest star. I don't need to tell you the stats. So she did not get brightest star.
No, she did not.
I don't think she got. Yeah, I picked Marina Mabry. I forgot to look. Who was on YouTube? Who was the players of the game announced? Who do you think it was this week, off the top of your head?
Probably Layla in one of them. Probably Tina in one of them.
One of them. Let's
Two
see.
Tinas and a Layla.
It was against Dallas. It was Layla. Against New York, it was Layla. And against Chicago, it was Marina. So I'll give it to Layla.
Oh wow. Yeah.
All right. You're still up 5-4 there. All right. For another bright star, I picked Aaliyah Edwards. She went 0-3-1, 2-4-2, and 0-1-0. So I'm not going to give myself the point. You picked Sanaya Rivers. She went 13-3-3, 3-1-1, and 11-1-1. Very weird week for her.
Yeah. Kind of be tough to give it to her, I think.
It's whether you're pleased or not with it. Based
I
off
don't
your
know, there was the one dud game, so
yeah, the 3-1-1.
I'm gonna say no, just because of the dud game.
Right.
You love the 2 games, obviously, but I can't find it in me to give myself a point for it. You normally need like 3 good to great games.
All right, you're still up 4-3 there. Our record predictions right now, we're 10-28. My running total is 14-24. Yours is 12-23. But specific games we guessed correctly, we're both at 25. And that'll do it for this week, unless you got more you want to talk about.
Are we picking brightest stars?
Oh yeah, we got to repick
this week.
Good call. That's how we missed it. All right. Who's your bright star?
I'm gonna go with Layla officially. I think again these last 2 weeks are gonna be a lot of Leila Lacan, so she'll be my brightest. And then my other, I'm gonna go with Nisamura. I think she's got some interesting matchups to get through during the week, but I could see her, almost averaging a double-double.
Nisamura's your another bright star?
Yep.
All right. I'm going with Tina Charles as my bright star. I need you. You're my last pick in fantasy, but only for situational purposes. Yeah, just be a leader. And another bright star, I'm going with Bria Hartley. Keep scoring. I wrote it in the wrong one. I just put my brightest star as Bria. It's Tina. And you have Layla. Another bright star. I did not pick Tina. I picked Bria Hartley. All right. This will be my second time picking Bria Hartley. She did get me a point in week 9. And you're picking Morrow, who you picked week 11 and got you a point. That was it. All right. Anything else that I'm missing or you want to talk about? Machine Gun Kelly album?
Save it for our music podcast.
Yeah.
That comes out one day. But no, just thanks everyone for listening. And, it's nice to do these podcasts after wins because it's a little bit different of a vibe for sure.
We're creeping close to our preseason 13.5, 12.5, whatever it was, over under. So
we'll be fighting, but
we're not drastically low. We were looking like it was like we might have the record for like 3 wins, like lowest amount of wins in a season.
yeah, they were talking at one point. It was like, oh, will they get to 8 wins? And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. What do you think about anyone saying fire Mez right now?
I mean, again, we talked about wanting to see improvement from the All-Star break to the end of the season. It took a little bit longer than the All-Star break, a couple games after to get going. But obviously we've seen better days. I still don't love losing 2 really big leads and like losing games, like close, like games that you should have probably won. I still don't love that.
Which ones?
Indiana with Kelsey Mitchell
yeah.
going off, and now I mean, I know we didn't have a huge lead in the Liberty game in the second half, but like that was a winnable game as well. So those rubbed me the wrong way, but I think that's just the nature of us not having a true closer right now.
Yeah, and you're not firing your coach off that either.
No. But yeah, I mean, he's not getting fired, everybody. Like
there's definitely some good
to get fired, it would have had to be like 5 wins.
The players seem to like him.
I agree. Yeah. Again, it would have had to be like 5 wins on the season, and like every game was ugly.
Yeah, a year of rookie coaches, he's been under the least amount of heat, I feel like, from his team. Besides, like Sidney Johnson, I feel like has done a good job.
Maybe the Atlanta coach as well, because
he knew.
You know,
yeah, he's been
first year. Yeah.
So
people.
Yeah. So yeah, more just Marsh and Koklanis.
Right.
But yeah. All right. Till next week. Let's get some more wins.
Thanks, everybody.
Definitely got to get one. Got to beat this guy. Got to maintain dominance on them.